Hello students, the chapter we are studying the real number, which you have already studied in class 9, including the irrational number concept, and in class 10 we continue our discussion about the real number and the irrational number concept also. Previously you know how to represent a irrational number in the number line, and here we are going to prove the irrationality of a irrational number. Let's begin our topic. Previously I said that is the real number, which is combination of rational number and irrational number, that is real number which is the combination of rational number and irrational number. Rational number, that is of the form p by q, where p and q are the integers and q not equal to 0. Okay, and rational that is p by q, p and q are the integers and q not equal to 0. And next one is the irrational number, the main concept, that is irrational number which is not rational, or means which is not in the form of p by q. No, in the number line, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. In between two integer, every positive integer or negative integer, there are many rational numbers, so many rational numbers and irrational numbers are there. Okay, and in class 9 you have know that is how to represent a irrational number in number line. Suppose irrational number, that is root 2. Okay, in the number line, how to represent this root 2 in number line, that is it's your 0 and 1 unit, this is 1 unit, and by compass you draw an arc, and this is your root 2, it's 1 and it's 1. Okay, so this is the representation of a irrational number in the number line, and today we will discuss to prove the irrationality of a irrational number. There are so many irrational numbers are there. Here are some examples, that is your root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10, root 11 up to infinity. Okay, so these are the numbers that is the irrational number which is non-terminating and non-repeating. Non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, the irrational number which is in the form of square root, that is your non-terminating and non-repeating, that is root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8 and so on. Okay, and in these numbers there are mainly the positive integers, and we can also divide it by the prime numbers and composite numbers also. Okay, if we take as the positive integers, the square root of any positive integer, square root of any positive integer gives us a irrational number or an integer also. Okay, means the 2 is an positive integer, the square root of 2 is root 2, then it gives us the irrational number. If we take 9, then square root of 9 gives us 3, means the any integer, that is the plus 3 or minus 3, plus or minus 3 means the positive or the negative integers. To revisiting to irrational number, first of all we have to know about the theorem that which given in your textbook NCERT, and by the theorem we can check or to prove the irrationality of a irrational number through an example. Okay, first theorem 1.3, here is our statement, that is let p be any prime number. If p divides a square, then p divides a also, and where a is a positive integers. Here our proof, let the prime factorization of A, that is P1 P2 up to Pn, where P1 P2 Pn are the prime. Okay, here is given A is any positive integer, means we can take it as the composite number, and here is our prime factorization of A, that is P1 P2 up to Pn, where P1 P2 Pn are the product of primes. Okay, next by squaring both sides, by squaring both side, A square equal to P1 P2 Pn into P1 P2 up to Pn, means P1 square P2 square up to Pn square. Now A square equal to P1 square P2 square up to Pn square. Okay, so by fundamental theorem of arithmetic, A is the product of their prime, means the P1 P2 and up to Pn, means P divides A square, which is already given in the statement, and by this we can also conclude that P divides A also. So P is one of the prime factor of A square. That implies P equal to A equal to P1 P2 up to Pn, by which P divides A also. To prove the irrationality of a number, here is an example, that is root 2. Root 2 is an irrational number, and we have to prove the irrationality of this irrational number root 2 by the method of contradiction. Method of contradiction. Root 2 is a rational number. Okay, we know that is the form of rational number, so root 2 equal to P by Q. We can write root 2 equal to P by Q, where P and Q are the integers and Q not equal to 0. Okay, P and Q have the common factor other than 1. Okay, that is, now we divide root 2 equal to A by B, where A and B are co-prime. Okay, we divide the two common factor, that is A and B, divide A by B equal to root 2, means root 2 equal to A by B, where A and B are co-prime. Co-prime means the relative prime. Relative prime means the common or the mutual prime. Okay, then A equal to root 2 B. By squaring we get A square equal to 2B square. Therefore, by theorem 1.3 we get 2 divides A square and 2 divides A also. Okay, now we can write A equal to 2C. Putting the value of A from the equation 1, we get 2C whole square equal to 2B square, means 4C square equal to 2B square. or c square equal to b square equal to 2c square. Then by the theorem 1.3 we get b square 2 divides b square and 2 divides b also. 2 divides p also. Okay, so by theorem 1.3 we get 2 divides b square and 2 divides b also, which means a and b has at least 2 as the common factor, which contradicts the fact that a and b has no common factor other than 1. This contradiction has arisen because of our wrong assumption, which we are taking, that is root 2 is a rational number. So we concluded that root 2 is a irrational number. So we concluded that root 2 is an irrational number.